Hello, YouTubers. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for those who view and those who comment and still don't like me. So anyway, I saw this and I thought, oh my God, this is so special. Let's show it. Okay, I'm going to turn down the volume so you can first see who's on the panel. Okay, this is my daughter's iPad. She's let me borrow it for a few minutes, but this is Dana. I believe her name is Paula Dana. She's awesome. This is some newscaster. He says his name, but I'm not sure. And he's been in the royal family forever, okay? Dawn has a conversation with these three. Great conversation. She breaks it down how just pretty much, you know, what Meghan and Harry's been doing, wreaking havoc in the United States, are not backing them like people think that they are. And it's true. This guy is upset because we are calling these two out. Like, okay, stop it. Don't do it no more. You know, leave it alone. Dawn says something to him like, how dare you go there? He's insinuating that what do we want to happen to Meghan? You know, all this backlash. Do you want her to just die? You know, he makes that stupid comment. And it kind of throws all of the interviewers off track. Like, it threw me off track. Because, like he said, you know, and I'm going to let him say it. Because he talks about how that's what people want you to think. You know, you got this narrative going on that, you know, we are trying to be mean and evil to Meghan and Harry while they continue their bash fest on anybody that crossed their path. It's not just about the royal family. It's about all people. If you don't say something nice about them too, then you're going to get in trouble. Or you're going to get backlash. But that day has ended, baby dolls. Because if they can come out with all this propaganda, as Diana calls it, then how come we, as the people that is listening to it, can also have our own opinion about the nonsense? I like how she talks, Dana, because she's very intelligent. She's been doing this for a very, very long time. I totally, highly recommend you go and listen to her videos. And Don, we just love him. And, you know, he's great. You know, I'm not saying we don't like him, but don't say things that insinuate that we are these people. No. Treat us as if we were advocates for the royal family and the royal people. Because if they can't say anything, then it's up to us to bring out the stuff. Because if we don't say that what they're doing, then it just continues. Goes on and on and on and on and on about how bad their family is and bashing. Harry and Meghan are literally bashing everyone. They went after Jeremy. They went after... And this guy says, are we going to go after everything they say? Yeah, if they keep talking. Like he said, shut up. Shut up. She said it. He said it. We all been saying it. So I'm going to post this in my community. Because it's a must watch. I mean, you got to see it. It's great. And I'm so proud of her. So proud of her. I think she's awesome. I think she deserves everything. And to be on there. Because her and Sue and the rest of them, like, you know, there's some great YouTubers out there that are getting out the word. Because if they keep pushing their lies, excuse me, oops, I said I'm not going to say that no more. If they were going to keep pushing their non-truths on us, we're supposed to be like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. They'll figure it out. Yeah, we could, but we're not. We're not. We are not. And the truth is that their reputation has plummeted in the United States. And it's not because of us. Because we have been saying this for a very long time about who we are dealing with. And it's not Harry. Harry's reputation is plummeting because of her. I don't care what nobody says. She is the corporate behind this whole scheme and plan. Because Harry wasn't thinking about going after his father, the king, not just any old person, the king of England. You got Meghan Markle, a D-lister actress. I gotta go check on the baby. Running around, spewing things and just demolishing them. Literally demolishing. And it's okay? How is it okay for these two to do what they're doing? Period. And not allow us that has to listen to it to make a comment about it. Because if you didn't want us to know about your penis being frozen, Harry, and that you had sex in the alley, and that you killed 25 Taliban, and that you had a fight with your father, your wife had an issue with Charlotte and Kate from the beginning, the bridesmaid dresses and the tiara and the racism. I could go on all day. Let me add some more. The racism, the award. Oh, let's keep going. Oprah. I can just say Oprah and be done. It's just no need to continue. And then you have people like that journalist coming after myself and others for calling it out, for showing it. I'm going to continue. She did a docuseries and mocked the queen, mocked the culture. Yes, you did. If you didn't mean it, you did it. Sorry. And your husband, poor baby, sits next to you and let you. He let you. Then you start talking about your dad like he don't exist. And then that whole side of your family don't exist. Come on, you put this out here for us. Trust me, it's a lot to talk about. It's a lot of information. Okay? I mean, like, seriously. You and Harry go in. Not just you ripped the hearts. And I mean, come on. I would be just devastated if I was Charles and them. And so the question is, should they be on the balcony? Hell no. No. For many reasons why they shouldn't be on the balcony. They shouldn't be on the balcony because they need to stay in the back. Because this is not about them. Okay? It's not about Harry and Meghan coming to the UK. That needs to be kept under quietness. Shh. Don't even... Harry and Meghan, don't even tell nobody you coming. Just get on the plane and go last minute. And stay in the back. That's it. They should want to. Again, you're going home for the first time and you just went in on your entire family and your country, and now you got to go back over there and ain't nobody gonna have nothing to say about it. No, this conversation is going to continue because it's not going anywhere, because they opened Pandora's box. And she wouldn't shut up. And nobody around her said, enough. Shut it up. This is what I would have did if I was Oprah. Oh, no, baby girl. Let me tell you something. You had me believing that. You manipulated me. I'm sure you're a nice person. But listen, I just don't. And instead of Oprah coming out with a statement like that, which she shouldn't, because it would just damage old little Meghan, Luckily, it's just us me, a little person from around the corner. Like, seriously. Just me saying this stuff. I'm a nobody. Probably nobody's listening to me. But it's the celebrities and Oprah, if they come out and say something, then it's really damaging because it solidifies what we're saying. But I'm just saying, I get it. I get that Oprah wouldn't do that. That would just be, take responsibility and move on. But I would cut ties because they're trouble. And everything they touch it's trouble because this is the key. Supporters of Meghan, I really want you to hear this. The problem with these two, the main issue is that not that they went after the institution, and I always say that. And it's not just about them going after the royal people and everybody else. The bullying. I mean, like, come on. What happened was they went after their own families. And I don't know what country just isn't feeling family right now. But these two are talking about their family in such a way that's making us say, is that really happening? It is. Because it's so much stuff, but when you break it all the way down, it's family, Meghan and Harry. It's the family aspect. And like people are saying, you don't need to give us that information. We don't even want it as much as you thought we did and thought that it was going to be, oh, Meghan's got all this information. No, sister girl. I don't know. Different times, different place. I don't know. I'm out. Listen. That's why we support the royal family. That's why we say the things that we say. We do this because of those reasons. And the mistruths. I mean, if you really sit and think about it, the royal family was racist and the royal people were racist. Okay? And she was suicidal, so that's some type of responsibility for the royal family. I mean, this is what's going on. Then Harry goes in and starts talking about his brother as a bully and fighting him over Meghan. All this is about Meghan too, by the way. So you got one incident after another. And trust me, there was an incident at the funeral, at Elizabeth's funeral. Come on. Why? Meghan. Getting on the plane, going to see her before she died. Elizabeth and Harry missed the plane because he was having an argument with his wife because she wanted to be there. And guess what? It was in the news. So? But when they mention it, it's like, oh, so that really did go down. It confirms. You hear in the news that Harry didn't make it to the funeral, or to her bedside in time, Elizabeth. He missed the plane. And they said because there was some confusion about Meghan coming. That's what we heard in the media. So in the book, I guess he called his publisher and said, and I'm sure Meghan said, you need to add that to the book. Let's add what happened at the funeral to the book. We need this content. No, you don't. So you add it in the book, and now we know why you missed the plane to get to your grandmother, Harry. Because you told us. You said you were arguing on the phone with William and your brother and your father about if Meghan should come or not. I'm going to say that again. It's in the book. I ain't reading it. I just heard. So check me if I'm wrong. Listen, I know I was finna go, but I'm back. You tell us, Harry, that you and your brother and your father and the way you tell the story is not all the way correct. You're leaving out some details. You and Meghan love leaving out those details. to make the story spin to you. I can go on, watch my videos. But here's the deal. You wrote it in the book that your father and your brother and you were having an argument about Meghan coming. And you missed the plane, but you blame them and say that you were never getting on the plane. And that's a lie, because it was reported that you were getting on the plane, but you missed it. So our thing, if you don't want us to talk about your inconsistencies instead of the lies or the things that you have done to others and people, then be quiet. That's all I have to say, because we're going to keep talking. I am. I'm not going to stop talking about this. It's just, I thought I was at one point. But here comes Book Spare, and now I got more content. So, love you guys. Subscribe. Sorry my videos are so long. Skip through it. Do what you can. But I love you guys. And these are my own opinions. And I'm going to post this in the community because I really want you guys to watch it. I really think we owe it to her to give her support. She's awesome. Diana. And Don Wooden. He keeps it going. We appreciate you letting us know that we are on the right track when we're talking about this woman. She's dangerous. She is dangerous. She is dangerous. What she does is dangerous. It is not funny. It's not a game. It's not like, they're just writing a Book Spare. No. You are really trying to write a new story, Meghan, to manipulate the whole country, everybody, into believing that all of this happened to you and that they threw you and fed you to the wolves. And like that Butler said on that thing I'm going to post, that's not the royal family. And we know that because we saw it. We saw the wedding. Who missed the wedding? I hope that the supporters that are protecting you, because I don't remember my mom getting up watching that wedding. Mom, I don't remember you getting up watching that 4 or 5 hour wedding, even the beginning. And let me tell you something, it was beautiful. And I don't think she could have gotten to be a bigger star. Meghan, you were bigger than Oprah when you married Prince Harry. You, in a sense, what I'm trying to say is you were there. You made it. When you married him, I don't care what you say, that you had it going on. BS, okay? Everybody knew Harry. Everybody didn't know you. But now we know you. And we knew you because you became famous like that. As soon as you, boop. And we fell in love with you instantly because of Harry. I started liking you and I hadn't even looked you up. I said, who is this girl? I know she's da-da-da-da-da. But for all this time, you have been conniving. You have been plotting and planting, and you have been busy. And instead of just settling in to being a princess, look it up. What princesses do when their duties and da-da-da-da-da. You shouldn't have never walked down the aisle. But you were going to do that anyway because you had all this hidden agenda. And now Harry's out there looking like a fool. Do you hear me? A fool because of you. And now you're trying to distance yourself from your husband because you ain't nowhere to be found. And you should have been sitting in the front row seats in Anderson and all those other places, sitting right there holding your baby's hand because you wrote that book. And for you can almost hear it in the streets that you're blaming Harry for your security and the Taliban thing and all that. You signed off on that book too. And so you got to take responsibility as well. But I just think that Harry is not in a good place. Because you can't tell me that he's running around excited about the reviews. That his popularity in the United States is under 40%. And the young group that you used to have, they're not there anymore. And it's definitely nothing I said. It's what they are saying. It is what they are doing. And that guy that was on the thing talking about, well, so what do you want us to do? What do you want to have? Do you act like you want them to just go away and go into a hole? No. We want them to first shut up. And then I'll shut up. Shh. The plan that you had is not working. Please, somebody. Hello? Is anybody over there? But then you think, like right now, I'm thinking like, okay, this is it. She's not going to do nothing else. She's not going to come out with nothing. And I say her because it's her first and then it's Harry. Period. It's her, then it's Harry. One of my supporters, I'm going to call. Even if you write something mean to me on my page, I still care. It still means a lot because you took the time to do it. But my supporters are wondering why. They say I'm jealous. There's a jealousy thing going on with me. I'm envy. I wish I was her. Okay, I'm not jealous of her, but oh my God, if I had that particular switch, I wouldn't do. Anyway, we know the story. So no, I'm not jealous of her, envy of her. I'm not. I think she's beautiful, gorgeous, and somewhat intelligent at times. But taking responsibility would probably change my mind about her. Can we start there? Let me tell you something. There's some hardcore people that just don't like Meghan and Harry. Period. There's no coming back from this. And then you have people like me that might be like, oh, okay, so she's doing this now, which, let's see, she's apologizing.